Tasmania have been working on developing a software tool called Provitalise. It's aimed at helping the delivery of healthcare that is provided by our clients from the School of Human Life Sciences. Let's hear from those guys about the reasoning for the project.
My name is Dennis Byzantine. I'm from the School of Human Life Sciences at the University of Tasmania, and together with Andy Williams we're supervising the project, the Provitalise project. What we're trying to achieve is to produce good outcomes for patients under an exercise physiology regime that go well beyond the merely having consultations with the exercise physiologists. So what we're trying to achieve is to monitor their performance using the software, and also to provide feedback to them about their performance, both automatically and also via the practitioner. So the practitioner is involved with the feedback, but they're also gaining automated feedback that is integrated with the exercise physiology regime that they've been prescribed. The main problem that we're trying to overcome is in exercise physiology there's a problem with the prescribed exercise not being adhered to, and so the main problem is with compliance. And so what we're trying to achieve is good outcomes for the clients in terms of their well-being by having them better comply to the exercise regime that has been prescribed to them. And the way that we're attempting to do this is by providing feedback through the Provitalise software and allowing monitoring by the practitioner. And we're trying to produce enabling software that allows people's lives to be changed in a way that goes well beyond just being or having an individual consultation with the exercise physiologist. And so the main problem that we're trying to overcome is just this limited interaction with the client and the practitioner, and we're trying to make that a broader interaction that goes well beyond the individual consultations.
Okay, so now you understand the reasoning behind the project. Let's actually have a look at the software that has been developed. It's been built in two parts, the client application and the practitioner application. Let's start with the client application.
Clients gain access to the Provitalise system by providing an email and password which is given to them by their treating practitioner. Each practitioner has the ability to add all of their clients into the Provitalise system. Following a successful login attempt, the client is greeted with an initial warning screen asking them to think about their current health status. Should a client mark any of the top 5 checkboxes, the system disables the exercise session functionality, which means clients are no longer able to upload new session data. It also tells them to contact their treating practitioner. Should a client feel healthy, they simply acknowledge that they have both read and understood the above warning and hit the continue button, which takes them to the main menu of Provitalise. From the main menu, clients can access all of the functionality that Provitalise offers. The Start button allows a user to upload new exercise session data into the system. Pressing Start within the new window activates the on-screen timer so clients can keep track of the length of their current exercise session. Once the Stop button is pressed, the timer stops and the client is prompted to upload data relating to their exercise session. This is done by first exporting the data from the heart rate sensors using the Equivital Manager, and then importing the data into Provitalise by locating the appropriate file. The system produces a summary of the exercise session, and then the user continues to the next screen where they can upload comments regarding their exercise session for their practitioner to review. The My Exercise Program function is where a client's prescription from their practitioner can be found. It includes information relevant to heart rate ranges, load, which is a function of heart rate and time, duration and frequency. The practitioner has the ability to update this prescription at any time. My Compliance is where previous exercise data is stored. The purpose of this window is to give the client a graphical representation of their progression towards their health goals. The top graph shows their compliance level over the current week, whereas the graph at the bottom left shows compliance over the past 12 weeks, and the final graph shows compliance from the past 12 months. Any messages that are sent to the client from their practitioner can be found in the feedback window. Feedback may be supplied from the practitioner if they have concerns about the client, wish to alter their exercise program, or simply provide motivation. If a user becomes stuck navigating through the Provitalise system, there is assistance available within the help window. Where applicable, screenshots are provided in order to inform the user what they should be looking for.
At the practitioner side of the software, this was built as an extension of the current client management system that is implemented within the School of Human Life Sciences. It allows the system to interact with Provitalise. Let's go and check it out.
The screen we can see here is the current client management system that is implemented within the practice. The Provitalise extension can be seen at the bottom with the Provitalise Reports button. Extensions can also be found through the Edit Client Details function, which we will do now to demonstrate how to add a client to Provitalise. This window allows us to edit current client details. If we wish to add this client to the Provitalise system, we need to log in by supplying practitioner credentials and then pressing the Add button. A new password for the client also needs to be entered. And this is the screen that will allow a practitioner to change a client's password if it's forgotten, or remove a client from Provitalise completely. By selecting a client from the list on the right hand side, we can use the Provitalise Reports button to view Provitalise data, such as prescriptions, feedback and compliance. The practitioner also has the ability to send feedback to the client from this window. The Compliance tab displays heart rate data for sessions that fall within the period selected by the practitioner. Also displayed in this window are the session summaries that Provitalise generates and client feedback that has been supplied at the end of an exercise session. The Feedback tab also allows the practitioner to send comments to the selected client. All the practitioner needs to do is press New, type their comments and press Send. The Prescription tab is where the practitioner can set or update a client's prescription. Any updates made here are visible in the client application.
After the successful pilot project and developing the prototype, what we'll be looking to do is present the prototype to industry and also to practitioners and obtain some feedback from them. But what we'd like to achieve is to look at the type of sensors that are going to be appropriate for this technology and give us the information that we need in a ubiquitous way and allow us to present the information back to the client in a more appropriate manner. So we'd like to achieve improvements in the visualisation that provide better engagement with the client. What we'd like to achieve with this software is to push the project on and take the prototype into a development phase where we get backing from industry as well as the university sector, so that we can generate a project that will be taken up by the practitioners. We'd also like the practitioners' base to be extended to look at other areas where this sort of technology is going to be appropriate, such as for dietitians, which have a similar problem with a small number of consultations and difficulties with compliance with the clients, where we think that feedback is going to be really important in improving client outcomes.